In March 2020, the whole world went on lockdown due to COVID-19. On December 11, 2020, the first vaccine was approved by the FDA. However, there are a lot of questions behind it. Let's see what others have to say.
One of the cracks was the shot having side effects. It made it feel less trustworthy because you got drowsy or something. Another one was people thought they were getting the flu and stuff from it. And then another crack was that people thought the vaccine could be a scam, like it gave out COVID, so they were scared to get it, especially because all the side effects of it. I interviewed my mom and I asked her, how do you feel about the COVID-19 vaccine having side effects? Do you think it's trustworthy? Do you think the shot can get you sick or most likely to? She responded, I don't think the shot should be mandated. People should have the right to choose. But yes, there are side effects. But with anything you put in your body, whether it's food, drugs, or medical drugs, it all comes with side effects. But yes, overall, I do believe this vaccine works and helps you prevents you from getting sicker.
People say you can still test positive for COVID after getting the vaccine.
Science shows that there's no actual active COVID inside of the vaccine.
But they already have the virus, so they say they don't need to get vaccinated.
Science proves that you can get COVID over and over again. Even if you've had it, your immunity diminishes over time.
What about for those who say the vaccine was developed too fast to be safe?
I believe that the vaccine was developed quickly. I also believe that our science has evolved tremendously over the last 30 to 40 years, and we're able to produce and test things much quicker than we used to because of today's technology.
While there was quite a bit of misinformation spread about the vaccine, one thing that was actually true was that the vaccine was too dangerous for children. According to NPR, the vaccine has to be given in smaller doses when administered to children. This is done to reduce the side effects and still boost immunity. While smaller doses are given, pediatricians still recommend that parents vaccinate their kids to protect against severe illness. Do you think young kids should be vaccinated, and what do you think the age requirement should be for the vaccine?
I think young kids should be vaccinated, and whatever the age requirement is to get a flu vaccine should be the same age requirement for the COVID vaccine.
A discreet way disinformation was spread was through the Disinformation Dozen. The Disinformation Dozen were a group of people on Facebook who would spread false information on forums and discourage people from getting the vaccine. This false information spread from the Disinformation Dozen allowed for incorrect information about the vaccine to spread to major media outlets. This reached many people who would spread the conspiracies to their friends and family, allowing harmful ideas to reach a wider audience. What misinformation have you seen about the vaccine online, and did it change your perception on the vaccine?
I haven't seen any information online, but through different friends, I've heard misinformation, and it did not sway me in one way or the other regarding the vaccine.
There are many conservative figures who are against the vaccine, one of them being Candace Owens. Owens, after interviewing former President Trump, stated that his enthusiasm towards the vaccine was due to his age and essentially painted him as senile and out of his right mind. Trump, who was formerly against the vaccine, had changed his mind as of 2021 and began to spread more ideas about the safety and security vaccination could bring. Another conservative figure is Tucker Carlson, a Fox News reporter. He also contributed to this as he reported on countless disinformational stories about the virus. He has stated on his show, Tucker Carlson Tonight, that the vaccine is useless and is both dangerous and effective against Omicron. What political figure have you heard the most disinformation about COVID from, and did that change your perception on the vaccine?
Donald Trump is where I've heard the most disinformation about the vaccine, but I really don't hold any credence to what Donald Trump has to say.
One of my denies I put was that they made the booster shot when they said it was only going to be 2 vaccine shots. So they added on more when they said that there were only going to be 2. Another one was when the COVID first came, Trump, the president, said that it was only a strong flu, which put more than 1,000 people at risk, and a lot died because of that. Another one was the persuasion to get the shot, like how you have to have your vaccine card to go into some places or to eat there. It's like you're basically forcing people. I interviewed my friend and I asked, how do you feel when the hospitals made a booster shot when they said it was only going to be 2 vaccine shots? Do you think it's trustworthy? They responded, in my opinion, the vaccine is useless and untrustworthy. Reasoning because why get the second vaccine booster when the first vaccine was supposed to protect you from the virus as promised by the government? But I know people who have the first vaccine who got sick and it ended worse than when I had the virus. Also, there's people who had the vaccine and die with it. So why get the injected with something that can fail, basically? How can we include it ourselves? Be considerate of people around us when it comes to the shot. Think about all the outcomes of the shot and look at the side effects of the shot.
Do you believe that the death rate will continue to rise if people don't get vaccinated?
I do believe that if more people don't get vaccinated, there will be more deaths. Whether or not the death rates are climbing, it might stay the same, but I think there will still be people dying from the virus.
Do you believe people will continue to spread false rumors about the vaccine?
I do believe that people will continue to spread false rumors regarding the COVID vaccine. People are misinformed and choose not to be educated about the vaccine.
I interviewed my cousin and I asked her, how do you think we should include it ourselves with the COVID vaccine shot? Is it being considerate to other people when getting it, or should you only think about yourself? She responded, I think that if you're really concerned and want to take precautions, then yeah, get the shot. But if it's being forced onto you, then it's a right, whether if you should get the shot or not. People have different views with things like this. It could be against your religion, so be considerate.